Good evening, everyone. Just give other also the access to join the session, okay? I'm just joining again. Okay, just 2, 3 minutes and then we are going to start, okay? Let others also join. Okay. Just those students who have installed MongoDB shell and Compass at their end, let me know. Just raise your hands. Okay, good, Vishal. Shraddha, good. Okay, Manali, good. Okay, that's good now. What about others? Haven't they installed? Okay, good. Jaya Brata. Okay, okay, that's great. So today we are going to start with MongoDB shell. Just a second. Yes. So today we are going to start with MongoDB shell. Okay. And we'll see that why we called MongoDB Compass a GUI graphical user interface. Okay. And see about it. Then from Monday, or Tuesday, we are going to start with Atlas also, that we are going to connect with Atlas, then write some code through VS Code that how to define models, controllers, etc. So don't worry about that. Now you can just raise your hands. Okay, so let me now just start the session. Just a second. Okay, so wait, let me share my screen. There it is. Okay, so first of all, we are going to see that what is MongoDB, how it is different from SQL database. Okay. So first of all, MongoDB is actually a no SQL database. Means instead of storing data in a relational table format, in MongoDB, we are going to store the data in document form. And that document is written in JSON format. Every one of you are now familiar with JSON format. That in JSON, we are going to use key value pairs. Okay. So we are going to use that to store the data in our MongoDB. Just a second. Yes. And one more thing that, see, actually, SQL is good database when your data set is actually in structured format. Okay, then we are going to use that. But MongoDB is actually more flexible, scalable, and designed for unstructured data. So that's why we also say that MongoDB has flexible schema. So we don't have like what was happening in MySQL. Whenever we want to push some data into our table, then we need to ensure that that particular column must be there. Then only we can provide the value for it. Yes. So that is not the case in MongoDB. If you want to insert something, you can insert it. If you want to insert uh, in an object array also, you can do that. So that's why it is known as flexible schema. And also it works great for large unstructured and semi-structured data. Means if the data is structured, then you can use relational if the data is not in structured format or in unstructured format, then you have to use this MongoDB because of its flexibility, scalability, and another thing. Also, it is scalable because it can handle millions of records easily. Okay, so that's why it is more scalable as compared to our NoSQL database, SQL database. And basically, if you are going to use it for real-time application, then we use MongoDB because it is much faster as compared to our SQL database. So let me just open two the things from here. First of all, this Mongo shell. Wait. Okay, I can use it from command prompt also. Just a second. So here, if you have installed Mongo shell at your end successfully, then if you are going to write Mongo sh over here, it will start something like this. What does it mean? That it has connected to your MongoDB database in your local system for this means the local host 127.0.01 and 27017, the local host. Okay. And you are using this version of your MongoDB and this version of your Mongo sh. Mongo sh means Mongo shell. So in your command prompt, if you are going to write Mongo sh, then it will open the Mongo shell for you. Okay. Now from here, you can run any query. Any query means, just a second. Yes. So any query means that you can see how many databases are there inside the database. What are the collections inside the collection? What are documents? Now there is two terms, collection and document in our MongoDB database, which is different from raw and couple, raw and tuples. Okay. Like what was happening in our SQL database, that we were using tables to store the data. If here we are not going to store a data in table, then how we are going to store that? So we are going to store that in a document, and document is basically the smallest unit of a database. Okay. Suppose you are going to a library, then the bookshelf over there consisting same type of books is known as collection. Okay. And from that collection, if you are going to just take one book out of that, then that single book is known as document. Okay. So basically what is collection? The group of document is known as collection, and the group of collection is basically your database. I guess it is clear that the smallest unit is what? The smallest unit is our document. With the grouping of document, we create a collection. Okay. And the collections group is known as database. For example, we have already seen it about a library example where the whole bookshelf is basically your collection. Inside that, if you are going to pick a particular book, that is your document. Okay. So document is the smallest unit in your MongoDB database. Now that document is actually written in JSON format, means JavaScript object notation format, or sometimes we also say it BSON, means binary JSON, which is relatively fast. Okay, because JSON is not directly understandable by our machine. So that's why we convert it to BSON, which is fast and understandable. Now there is one more thing, which is MongoDB Compass. Here it is. Let me open it. Like Workbench, it is also a tool where we can see, perform any task related to our database. Okay, so first of all, what we have to do? Our server is started. We have to first connect with it. So connected. Now it will show different data types to you. Are you able to see GFG, admin? Okay. These databases are coming over here. Now, someone of you might ask that these databases are actually different from the databases which we were seen in previous classes. Why? Because the database which was there is SQL database. Right now, all the database over here is your NoSQL database, means the database you have created through MongoDB. So that's why both of them are stored differently, and that's why you are only seeing these database over here. Now, if I'm going to click some database like this GFG database, so you can see collection inside it. Means collection means that post is there, user collection is there. After clicking on this, you can see particular document. So this is known as a particular document over here. Like a document have an object ID. MongoDB assign different object ID to each document, and that is unique. Okay. Suppose if you are going to add another document over here, then by default, the object ID will be different for that second document. So object ID is by default added by MongoDB. Okay. And it is unique for each and every document in your collection. So that's how you can see in users also. We have some example over here, right? Like this, you can see in database, there is collections like post and user are collection. And when you click on collection, it will provide you a particular document. How it is a document? Because it is written in our JSON format, a key value attribute. Now, this is the MongoDB Compass and MongoDB Atlas are different in the main difference between them is MongoDB Atlas stores our data in cloud storage. Okay. But here, whatever we are creating in our MongoDB Compass is basically saved to our local system. So basically, Atlas we use for big projects where we want to store the data of multiple user in cloud storage. So that's why we use MongoDB Atlas. So working is same. Just here we are using graphical user interface for our local system, installed it, and then we are going to use the URL for our MongoDB Atlas, which is hosted at cloud. Okay. Then from here you can see there are queries like you can find something. Suppose if I want to find a particular, like if there are multiple documents and I want to search only the document having title as my first post. So you can write it down here, and from this find button over here, you can get the output. So like this, you can use to export data, add some data over there, update the data, delete the document particularly with the GUI interface. So right now we are going to actually see it through our Mongo shell. And whatever we are doing through Mongo shell, that will be seen over here. Okay. So let's do that. Now, I guess it is clear to you that what is Mongo shell, what is MongoDB Compass, and basically what is MongoDB database. Okay. So just in chat box, first of all, let me know that how MongoDB is different from SQL, MySQL. Okay. SQL is just a language. Okay. Just in chat box, reply me. MySQL is the SQL database. MongoDB is no SQL database. Okay, good, Shraddha. Simple and clear answer. Okay, we will wait for 2 more minutes. SQL is structure query language and MongoDB is non-structure, means document based. Great. MongoDB can store unstructured data while MySQL stores only structured data. Good. Okay, so I can see that everyone is giving good points while differentiating both of them. Okay, you can also give a difference like SQL database in MySQL, RDBMS, NoSQL document oriented database. Okay, this is also good, Abhishek. Like in that relational database management system, you are going to use table format to store the data. Here we are going to use JSON format. Now let me just give a difference between what is collection and what is database. One line, you can type that also. That what is a collection and what is a, sorry, document and collection. JSON based store data, MySQL basically graphical store data. MySQL stores data in table format, like in tuple and attribute. Tuple means row and attribute means column. Collection means number of tables. Yes, if you want to compare collection with actually your no like SQL database, then you can say that for understanding. Okay, but basically collection is group of documents. Document stores the answer in JSON format. Abhishek, a collection is grouping of MongoDB documents. Like collection is a grouping of documents, not the grouping of MongoDB. A document, basic unit of MongoDB. Okay, great. Then collection store documents and document is a specific record. Yes, that document is basically a smallest unit of your data, which you are using for a particular you can say collection. There are multiple entity over there. Suppose a user collection is there and there are multiple user. Then each user is a different document. On collecting different document, you are going to create a collection. Okay, okay, great, great, great. That's good. Now, just let me one thing that by default, MongoDB assign object ID to the option is one collection. The option two is document. By default, MongoDB assign. Okay, I can see document. No, by default, it is going to assign object ID to a particular document for the smallest unit, which will be multiple. So for multiple things, you are going to assign something unique. Okay, Abhishek. So the document is the correct answer. Good, Jaya Birata Dinda, and also good Abhishek for responding. Great. This is good that you are trying it at your end. Okay, and good. And Atlas, what is the difference between Atlas and Compass? The storage difference you can tell. Atlas used to store in cloud, by Compass store in local system. Okay, great, Vivek. Yes, this was the things I want from you. Now that's good that everyone is responding. Okay, Compass stores in local storage. Good, Shraddha. Good, Jaya Brata. Atlas basically we use for also large application. Okay, but the next point is correct that where we store the data in cloud. So why you are using storing data is in cloud? Because there are limited space in a particular system. Okay, so to handle memory efficiently, you are going to use Atlas over there. Local storage, come cloud storage Atlas. Storage, complete cloud storage Atlas. Yes, yes, good. Abhishek. Now let's move further. I guess it is clear to you now. That's great. Now in SQL to show to get every database list, what we were doing, we were using show databases. Okay. Here what we have to do, show DBS. This DBS is referring to your database. Okay. So these things you have to keep in your mind, like what is the difference. Just try to compare all the commands over here with the previous command you have learned. Okay. That's how you can track the difference between them. There we were using show databases. Here we are using show DBS. Now, are you able to see all these databases we were also getting in our GUI, graphical user interface, like starting from here, you can see just a second from GFG to vansh we were getting over here also, like GFG to vansh. Okay. So shell is also important so that you can use the command line for executing your code. Now, MongoDB is a bit intelligent as compared to no SQL database. Okay, I will tell you how. That before that, suppose if I want to switch a particular suppose if I want to go inside vansh DB. So for that, I'm going to use vansh DB. You can see switch to DB vansh means switch to DB vansh database. The DB is representing your database. Okay. If I want to check how many collection are there in vansh DB, so I can write show collections. Okay. So you can see only user is there in my collection. Like this we can do. Okay. Now suppose if I have to create, yes. Now if I have to create my own database, then how we are going to do that? Let's see about that. So first of all, CLS is here used for clear screen. If I enter the CLS, you can see my screen is clear. Now we are inside our vansh DB. Okay. So we can just do one thing, that first of all, we are going to use show DBS again. Okay, so you can see these many databases are already there. Now I am going to create a database which is not there. Like I guess test is not there. So yes, let's create a database having name test. So use test. You can see it is saying that swifted to database test means that they are saying that test was not there, but still we have shifted to the test over there. Like in MongoDB, when we have to create a database, then for that we can use this use command also. If that will not exist, it will show us that we have created that and now you are using it. Now you are heading to the test. You can see test database, we are inside it. Okay. But if now I do this like show DBS, it is not going to provide me test over here. You can see over here, test database is not there. See what we have done. Let me just one more time tell you. First of all, I have implemented the command show databases. Okay, means show DBS. It is going to list down all the MongoDB databases which are there in my system. Okay, good. Now, to create a new database, we are going to use the command use. So use test means I am going to create a database test. Okay, we have created it. Now, if that is created, if you are inside it, then I also want to check that is that be in the final list or not. So for that, we have again presented this show DBS. But you can see now there is no database over there because as I said that MongoDB is actually an intelligent platform. If there is no collection in your particular database, then it will be not reflected over here. Means you have to create a collection if you want to see it through show DBS. So that's why for empty database, it will not going to log entry for that in your show database command. So first of all, what we have to do, we have to create a collection in our test folder, or you can say test collection. Now, how we are going to create a collection? For that, we are going to use DB. This DB is referring to our database inside which we are. So DB dot create collection. Simply, you are using a create collection function. And suppose I want it to be named as students. So what will happen over here? That inside my test collection, inside my test database, this students name collection will be formed. So let's see. If I press enter over here, so it is saying OK one. Now to cross check that, what I'm going to do, I will do show DBS. Okay, and then the test will be listed down here also. So if I do show DBS, now you can see the test is here. Okay, why now test is here? Because you have created a collection inside it. And in MongoDB, if there is no data collection in a database, then it will be not listed and not shown to the user. Okay, so that's why Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Actually, my internet is not working properly today because of rainy weather over here. Okay, so if there will be any glitch in my voice and something which is not you are able to understand, then you can just let me know. Okay, is my voice coming now properly? Okay, okay, good. So let me just check it for Vishal. Okay, good, Vishal, and good, Shraddha. Okay, so let me just share my screen one more time. Okay. So what I was saying that if you are going to create a collection in the database, then only you will get to see it over here in the show databases command. Okay. Now you have created a database test. You have created a collection over there. Now we are going to write some document inside it. Okay. Means that how we are going to append some you can say data over there in a particular collection. In this collection, what is collection? Collection is a group of document. So now we have to create a document according to this collection. So everyone just make sure that they have executed up to this. Just a second. Yeah. So provide me the output of this in the chat box where you have implemented this much of code. Which command you have to use? First of all, show DBS to show all the databases. Use database name to create the database. After that, to create a collection, you have to use db dot create collection, and inside that you can give the name of your particular collection name. Okay, like this. Just provide that. And one more thing, guys, that SQL was actually case insensitive language, but MongoDB is a case sensitive language. Okay, so whenever you are going to write something, just be careful over there that it must be in proper syntax. Like in MongoDB, we are going to use camel case syntax. What is camel case syntax? That after a particular word, the new word which is going to start in that particular function, that must be starting from capital letter. Like you can see over here in create collection, this C is capital of second word. Okay. Suppose if I try to execute the same query, but will change, but will change this C to small c, then it will throw us an error. Like db.create collection is not a function. Okay. So that's why it is a case sensitive language. And whenever you are writing it, a function name, you have to make sure that it must be in camel case syntax. Okay. Understood? Now we are going to insert values into our document. Okay. So just a second. Let's do that also. Give me a minute. Okay. Let me all, and also I have to provide you the, just also text that in your respective group so that more students can join. Just a second. Others also try to execute it. Good Vivek, good Abhishek, Shraddha, and Sushmita. These four students have shared it. Good. Now just give me 2 minutes. Okay, now let's continue. Now, after this, this is a, let me just clear the screen, okay? Then we are going to start fresh. Now we have created a collection having name students, okay? Now what we have to do, we have to put some data inside it, or the data must be in a document form. So how to insert data in Mongo, a particular collection? So for that, there is a query which is insert one, means it is going to insert only one document over there. So let's start with that. DB means it is referring to the current database. Then the collection name inside which you want to append the document. So our collection name is students. So db.students. Now what we have to do? Insert first word is the first letter of first word is small, but for second word it must be in capital. Okay, this is known as camel case syntax. So db.students.insert one. Now, if you want to insert something, it must be in JSON format, because that was the definition we have read about our document, that it stores the information in JSON format, JavaScript object notation. So let's provide it the name to be vansh. Okay. After that, we can provide age to be 21, and suppose course to be BTech over here. Okay. Like this, we can provide anything. Okay. But one more thing, that if you have started a document, that you have to also close it. So first close it, then close the opening parenthesis properly, open braces, and then execute this. So it is saying acknowledge true and insert objected ID. See, this is what I was saying, that it will basically append a particular object ID related to that particular document, which is going to be unique in every document. Okay, like you can see here, by default, they have inserted this ID, which is object ID over here. So now let's check it through our GUI, means graphical user interface. So then it will be more clear. Okay, so just a second. Let me refresh it. Wait. Let me disconnect it. Connect it one more time. Okay, so what was the name of our database? It was test. Inside test, which was the collection name? It was students. Inside students, what we have created? A data or a document having name Vansh, age 21, and course BTech. Okay, and this ID is basically inserted automatically for each document which has a data type object ID. Okay, and MongoDB appended accordingly. So just provide me this output in the chat box that you have successfully inserted a data document inside your collection. So just do that. 1 minute. This was the query. For inserting only one document, you can use it like this. Clear? Okay, great. Good Vishal, good Abhishek, and good Vivek. Okay, so I think that it is clear to you. Now, this is a function which is going to insert only one document inside your collection. Suppose if I want to insert multiple documents, then there is another built-in function which is insert many. Okay, as the name is suggesting, it is going to insert multiple documents over there. So for that, now you can also write the code syntax for it. Push it to the students collection, and then we have to insert multiple values. So for that, we are going to use insert many function. Now, if there is insert many, then means that you have to insert multiple documents. Okay. So provide the document accordingly. Like here, Ram, the age for Ram separated by a particular comma. The age for Ram, suppose 22. After that, the course for Ram will be like BSc. Okay, any course you can append over there. Like this, you have created one document. Okay, so this particular thing is one document. But as we have to insert multiple documents, so separate them by a comma. Start another document with this curly parenthesis. Okay, means that you are this curly parenthesis opening means that you are going to create a document. When that curly process is going to close, then means that first document is completed. After that, create another document having name property over there. Then you can append the name like suppose Shivani. Okay, after that, age for Shivani like 20. Okay. And then the course for Shivani. Suppose MBA. It should be in string format, then only it can accept it. Okay. Now I was saying that MongoDB is having a flexible, you can say schema. How it is flexible? Because I can add multiple values over there in this document. Suppose I want to add address attribute over here. I can also append that. Suppose Mumbai. Okay, so it is not going to throw us an error. Just close this second document over here. Now you have created two documents according to you. Okay, but there is actually a mistake. What is the mistake? That we have to close these two documents inside a array. Then only we can access that according to the array element. I will show you in GUI interface compass that how it will be showed. So let's try to execute this first. What we have done, we have used insert many function to insert multiple documents. Now there are two documents, which first one is for Ram, second one is for Shivani. Now for Shivani, I was checking that is it really flexible or not? The schema is really flexible or not? Suppose if this was SQL and I want to add a new value to a non-existing column, then it will throw an error. But in this case, if I'm going to execute this code, then you can see there will be no error. Like C, acknowledge true at 0th index, whatever document is there, for that the object ID is this. Okay, so just compare both of them. Here the number is 67, here the number is 68. Means both are different, both are unique. These are same documents inside only our student collection, but still their object ID is different, which is assigned by MongoDB. Then at first index, you have an object ID of that particular document as this. If I want to check it in from here, so what we have to do, we have to just refresh it. Just a second. Is the just let me just connect it because yeah. Now if I'm going to connect one more time from here, go to this test over. In this test, go to the students. Just a second, I guess someone is joining. Okay. So are you able to see the three entries over here? First one is for insert one function, only one document was inserted. Second one is through insert many, where two documents have been inserted successfully. You can see Ram is there with a particular age, Shivani is there with a particular age, and also how it is flexible schema because you are adding another value over here, which is address. Okay. So now I guess it is clear to you. Now, what we are doing that whatever we are writing, we are going to check that output in GUI. Okay. But suppose if I want to check it over here in Mongo shell itself, then for the students dot find means find all the documents over there in this particular collection. So are you able to see the same output I am getting over here, which was shown in my GUI compass? Okay. So by using this find method, you can see the output accordingly. I hope that it is clear to you. Just provide me the output of this bit of code that are you getting it? From terminal, I want the output. Okay. Let me check it for those who have already sent it. Just a second. Yes, Abhishek created it successfully. Good, Abhishek. Good, Vivek. Okay, that's also good that he has already done it on terminal. And good, Manali. Yes, this is what you have to actually do. Now, I guess you have a fair idea that how to create a database in MongoDB, how to create a collection, which type of syntax it is using for creating a function, camel case syntax, then how to insert a single value of document, how to insert multiple value of document. That also you have done it. Good, Shraddha, good, Abhishek, good, Vishal. Great, guys. Okay, that's good. So now you have already seen that how you are going to pretty print the like how you are going to find that particular query. Then also there is one thing which is db.students dot find. After this dot pretty method is also there, which will basically do nothing but whatever the output is, it will make it in pretty format. Okay, so you can see right now there is no difference, but we use pretty method multiple times if there is a multiple amount of collection with different type of data sets over there and query over there. Okay, so pretty is also a function. Now, if I want to search for a specific one, see here, if I'm using this find method, then what is happening? All the document in the students are listed over here. But I want only the document where the name is Vansh. So how I'm going to find that? So write db.students dot find. Inside this find method, now you have to put a condition. I wanted where the name must be, just a second, where the name must be Vansh. Okay. Okay, close it. Just let's check that is it working fine or not. So you can see when I have implemented for a specific document criteria, then it is only providing me the output as Vansh. So I hope that it is clear to you. Instead of screenshot, let me just paste this in the chat box. So this is how you can find for a particular document. From your GUI, you can also do that. Like here, if I am going to use name for right now, I'm going to use it for Ram. Name and that must be Ram. Okay, wait. Name will be Ram. Okay, let's find it. Are you able to see that how GUI is simple for this basic searching things and filtering it out? Because by writing this much of code or this much of query, you are able to find it. Okay, so like this we can do that. You can see only now from different documents. Suppose in this collection if there are 1,000 documents, then through this find query you can find the output according to your requirements. Hope it is clear. Okay, good, Vivek. Good, Shraddha. Great, guys. Okay, good, good, good. Now let's move further commands over there in MongoDB shell. You have seen that how you are going to insert some document, how you are going to print that document in Mongo shell. Now let's see that how to put some conditions over there in find method. Okay, like one we have seen that name vansh. Now suppose I want to put a condition that I want only those names from my documents whose age are greater than 21. Okay, so for that, how we are going to write the query? Let me show you first. db.students, then I will give you an assignment, which you have to do it right now. Like db.students.find means you are going to find something. Now, what to find? First of all, age. We have to implement it for age. So make it like this. For age, I want to set the criteria. Then this age must be greater than. This is an equivalent form which we can use. GT stands for greater than, EQ stands for equal to, uh, less than stands for LT. Like that, you can use this English like terms over here to evaluate greater than expression. Like that age must be greater than 21. Okay, this is the code we are writing over here so that we can get only those students data whose age are less than greater than 21. So let's check it. Okay, so I am getting over here output Ram only. Why? Because as you can see, Vansh has age 21, Ram has age 22, and Shivani has age 20. So according to this criteria over age, only Ram is matching with this condition. So that's why we have consoled Ram over here. Now suppose if I want you to provide me the output for a student having course as MBA. So just let me provide that output, course as MBA. Find those collection documents where the course is MBA. Just try to do that at your end and provide the output in the chat box. Okay, no problem. For MCMBA, the code is repeat or find course MCA. Okay, great. Okay, so if you have to operate some mathematical operation, then this type of syntax you have to use. First of all, target that and provide the condition in the curly parenthesis over there. Okay, but if that is a string, then you can directly compare them like name bunch and course MBA, MC over there. So like this, you can get the output. Now we are going to see how to update some existing documents over there. Okay, so let's start with the update command. Like first of all, you can update a single document. So for that, we are going to use db.students. After that, camel case syntax over here. Update. Okay, wait. Update. Wait, I have to cap lock. I guess now it is, yeah. One. Update one means you are going to update only a single document. Now I have already told you that whenever there is an update query, then set we have to use for that to set the updated value. Here it is db.students.update1. After that, now target a particular value which you want to update. Okay, means suppose I want to update the course for Vansh. Okay, so first of all, I am going to target this object which is Vansh. So how I'm going to do that? Provide that in a curly braces like name will be Vansh over here in that document or anything you can target with like age and other things. And after that, what you have to do, you have to set some values. So for setting them, use another curly parenthesis over there. use this set value over there, and then you can set it accordingly. Like here, just let me just write the code first. Set my CURSE course to be computer science. Okay. So what we have to close? First of all, we have to close our computer science curly braces, then our set curly braces, and then our open curly braces. Let's execute it. It is saying us that matched count once means whatever you are writing here, this is matching in only one document, and they have modified that particular count. So how to find that? To finding that db.students.find. Let's see it over here. Now you can see for Vansh, the course is computer science instead of BTech. Like here, the course for Vansh was BTech. But as you have updated that using this update method, update one, which is going to change only a single updation over there in your code. Okay. I hope it must be clear. Okay, good, Shraddha. Just a second. Okay, okay, that's good, good. Good, Isha. Good, Manali. Uh, Good, Vivek, Shraddha, and Abhishek. That's good, guys. Now let's move further. Okay. You have seen that how to update a single value of a document. But suppose if you want to update many documents over there, then you have to target them first and then update that. So how to do that? First of all, for targeting, we have to use db dot students means in that particular condition, db dot students. After that, update many. Okay, update many. Then this is going to basically update over there in many documents whenever the condition will meet in any document. Like suppose, is there anything which is same in all these three? No, this is not like that. Suppose if you will copy the same entry again, like what can I do? I am first updating one. Just a second. Update one. Okay. And set the attribute over here. A name Ram Vansh. Okay. So what to do? That whenever the name is basically Ram, change it to Vansh. Okay, close it. Set that to Vansh.
Sir, use the camel case there in the update one.
Sorry, Vivek.
Sir,
Uh,
there in the update one, use the camel case. Neither it will throw an
okay, okay,
error.
yes. Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. That's good. Yeah, actually, it will throw an error because I can't go to the previous line. Yes. So let me just exit over here, then copy it. Yes, now we are going to do that. So what he was saying that here we have to use camel case syntax. Okay. Otherwise it will throw us an error that no update one function is there. After this, what we have to do, we have to set a particular attribute over here. For that, do it like this, set the value. Suppose I want the name to be changed now. Change the name for that particular student Ram with Vansh. Okay. Just close all these parentheses and then the opening brace over there and then execute it. You can see it can saying matched count one, modified count one. Now if I use db.students dot find, okay. Now you can see here are two entities having name Vansh. So now I am going to target Vansh name and then going to update, like updating their age. Okay. So that we can see that how to update multiple documents at once. Just a second. I guess there is. Okay. Now let's do it. So for that, what we have to do? db.students dot update many. Okay. Inside it, first of all, what you have to do? Have to set a particular target. So I am taking name as the target value over here, which is bunch. Okay. After taking a target, you have to set the value over here for a particular attribute. Okay. So here I am going to set it for, suppose, age. Like I want the age to be 24, for example. Okay. Close them. Like you have closed your set component over there, your age component, then finally this opening brace and then do that. Okay, so it is saying match count 2 and modified count 2. Now if I go to print the table again, so now see, for this bunch 24 age is done. For this bunch also age is set it to 24. So that's how you can update many documents at once through this command, which is this. Okay. You have to target a particular field where you want to update and then set the property. I able to see it. Just a second. Okay, so just execute it at your end, everyone. Then let me know. Then we are going to revise up to this what things we have covered. Any one of you have to tell that what topics we have covered, okay? So that you, I can know that how many of you are recalling it right. Okay, just a second for Shraddha. She has changed two things. Where the course was MBA, she has changed the age to 25. So here is MBA, it is 25. Here is MBA, it is 25. Okay, great, Shraddha. Isha has also shared it. Set age to 23, where the name is Isha. So where the name is Isha, she has, okay. Yes, that's all also good, Isha. It is working fine. Still, you have only one name over there having name Isha. So we are not updating many documents over there through this example, but still good for understanding. For Manali, let me check. Set the course to CS where name is Manu. Okay, so where the name is Manu, Manu is here. Uh, just a second. Where the name is Manu, set course to CS. I think that it hasn't changed it. db.students.update many. Name is Manu. You have given the name Manu over there. Okay. And what is the error then? setting the course to be CS. Then why it is not updating it? For you, it is not updating. Manali, let me check. 1 minute. db.students.update menu. Okay. After that, you are targeting Manu. Okay. And setting the course to be CS. There is, I don't think there is an error regarding this. Just try to change, Manali, try to change the age for them first. And then let's see that is it changing or not. Because according to this, CS must be there whenever you have used Manu over there. Okay, so for your first ID, that must be Manu, not MBA. So I will see it then. Set age 23 where the name is Rohit. So where is the name Rohit? Here is Rohit. Here is Rohit. Age is 23. Good, Vivek. For Manali, I can see that there is some error. Like she is using db.students.update many. Inside that, she's targeting a particular value where the name is Manu and setting the course to CS. Okay. I don't think that there is some what the issue is there. Wait. Vivek has already shared it. Manali tried for other parameter also like age and then let me know and also change the name from Manu to any other user over there and then we are going to check it that why it is not executing.
Sir, it is db.students.find, I think.
db dot student.
We have used db.user.find.
Okay, she was printing for wrong, you can say, collection. You have to use db dot students dot find. Yeah. Okay, means there was a user collection, then only this query is running. So just check that Manali, you have used like if you have using students, then you have to print students. If you are using users collection, then you have to print user collection. That was the error over there. Good catch, Vivek, I guess. Okay, good. Shraddha has also rectified that. So great, guys. Good. Okay, now let me just tell that how many commands you can count on your tips after up to this. That how many commands you can find out you can do. Okay, now let me check. Yes. Wait. db.users dot update many where the name is Manali. Set the age to 25. Where the name is Manali. Now see, Manali, actually there is difference. As I already told you that this is a syntax sensitive means case sensitive language. So there the name you are targeting is capital M, then Manali is starting. Okay, but in your database the name is small m for Manali. Okay, so that's why it is not matching both of them. So just change that to the small m over there, and then you can see the age will be changed at your end. Okay. So just make sure that for Isha, say db.student. See, Sushmita, the name of collection is students, but you are applying the condition on student only. So that's why you are not getting the answer. Okay. Okay, good Manali. Good Vishal. So Sushmita, just check with your collection name db.student. Instead of student, you have to write students. Okay, then only you will get the output. Let me see for Vishal. Okay, for his particular query, he has done it. Okay, good Vishal. Okay, now list me the queries that we have covered up to now. Okay, wait, Abhishek, is there any error? Just a second. Abhishek, this just a minute. Yes, the spelling for update, it is UPA DE1. I guess that was the error I can see over here. Okay, sorry. Now after that you have checked that what is happening. Can you please elaborate that what error you are facing over here? Let me just check db.student dot update many, okay, where the name is Abhishek. Set the name to Ran or Ram. Just a minute. Okay, guys, just a second. One. Okay, sorry, there was a call. Yes, now let me check. db.student.update many. Here, what you are doing, targeting the name Abhishek and setting the value of that name to Ram or Ran, whatever it is. So it is saying that I can see the name is changed over here. Like for Abhishek, Ran is there. So what is the query, Abhishek? I can see that it is correct. It is providing Ran over there whenever you are using Abhishek. Like,
सर पहले तो वहाँ पे दो अभिषेक हैं। पहले मैंने एक राम को चेक किया था, राम को सेट किया अभिषेक में, मतलब एक अभिषेक पहले से। हेलो।
just Yes, Abhishek. Now tell me that what you were saying. I am confused by the name. Okay, now is it clear? Okay, good. So right up to now, we have seen that how to create a database, how to create a collection, then how to insert some value into it, which is in document format, then how to insert one document, how to insert many document, how to update a single document, how to update many document. Okay. So that is what we were doing up to now. After this, you can also delete the data for a specific, you can say user with the attribute over there like name. So suppose if I want to delete the data for like here who was there, Shivani. Okay, so let's write a command for Shivani. db dot students, just
हेलो अरे बस बोलना है कि संजीत सर की जितनी भी हाँ
db dot
जितनी भी अभी तक
student,
यूज कराई इससे अभी तक
yes, so db dot students, and after that we have to use our delete one function, which is going to delete only one document having that specific attributes. So delete one, and after that simply like you have to target a particular attribute over there. Suppose if I am targeting name and I want that name to be Shivani, suppose. Okay, so I want to delete it for Shivani. Let's do it. You can see acknowledge true, delete count one, means they have deleted something. Now let's check how to check. db.students dot find. Okay, through this you can provide, check the list. Okay, now you can see only vansh is there, no Shivani is there in our output. So that's how you have deleted Shivani. Okay, using delete one. If you want to delete many, then you can use delete many function. I'm not going to do delete many over here, just going to provide you the syntax. db dot sorry, db dot students dot delete many. Okay, and then simply where the course is, suppose CSE, whatever you want, you can provide that. So db.students dot delete many where the course is CSE. I hope it is clear. Okay, so when you are going to execute it, it will delete all the courses having name or all the document having course CS. So let me check it for I guess Vivek. db.delete one having name Rohit. Okay, good Vivek. What about others? Shraddha has also deleted with the name Anjali. Good Shraddha. Let me check it for Abhishek. Like deleted name which is Rohit. Okay, good. No, I guess here it is. I think delete one with the name RAN. Okay, good. Good Abhishek. Another one to delete many. Okay, good Shraddha. As you can see, Shraddha has executed the code for delete many, and you can see delete count is 2 over here, which signifies that they have deleted the 2 documents from our end. Let me check it for Manali. First of all, she is using delete one with the name Manu, and that is done. After that, she is deleting many users with MBA. So everyone is deleted because all the course having MBA over there. Okay. So empty set you are getting. Good, Manali. Now this is how you are going to delete the content over there. Good. So why we are actually doing it through Mongo shell? Because guys, whatever we are doing through here, we just have to implement the same in our VS Code. Like we do for MySQL over there, same thing you have to do it over there in VS Code. Then you have the exact idea. Then only I'm going to change the query. All the other code will remain the same. Okay. So that's the motto of first giving one session for our terminal or mock shell. Okay. So that you can get a fair idea about all the queries. Okay, so you have deleted the name Seva and finding it. Okay, great, Sushmita. Now, suppose if you want to drop a database, like not the collection, you want to drop a whole database. So for that, simple command. Like first of all, let me clear the screen. TLS. Okay, for clearing screen. Screen is clear. Show the DBS means database. Okay, it has to be show DBS. Yes. These are the database. Now I want to delete this demo database. Okay. So how to delete this? DB dot. You have to first, right now I am in test. So I can drop this particular database. Like if I want to go to first demo, means use demo. Now you are inside demo. Now you want to delete it. So to delete it, just use DB dot drop database function. Okay, what we have done, we have whatever we have to delete, we have to just go inside it and then use db.drop database. You can see, okay, dropped demo. Now if I do this show dbs, then you can see that there is no demo database over here after gfg. Oh, sorry, after config, there is no demo database. Okay, this demo is different, this demo db is different. So here you can see after config demo db is there, but demo is not there. Why it is not there? Because you have used the query drop database over here to delete it. Hope it is clear. Okay, so like this we have done it, like create a document, how to insert the element, how to update them. Now, one, two commands regarding that, how to search particularly with the wildcards. I will let you know in the upcoming session. But on Monday, it is basically a presentation session. And from management, it is quite strict over there that I have to take the presentation. Those students who are going to present, they only get the certificate because now you are into the week 4. Okay. So it's not up to me that I'm going to provide you the certificate. I just have to give the name of those students who are performing regularly in the session. Okay. So just provide the project presentation in Monday session itself, then I will provide the certificate to you at the end. Otherwise, those who are not going to present on Monday, they will not get the certificate. Yes. Okay. So yes,
Sir,
Jayabrata.
I actually exam Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, sir. So what I do, sir?
Okay, okay, no problem. You can show whenever in the particular week of that, like from Monday to Friday, whenever you create that, you can let me know. Okay. But yeah, Rupsa.
It's actually same for me also. So we
Okay,
have
okay.
exams from
So
Monday.
those students who are having exam, let me know their names here only. Like right now, Rupsa and I guess Jayabrata was there who was having exam. So I have noted down their names. But guys, you have to also create it at your end after the exam will be over because the all 6 project will be evaluated before giving you the certificate. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
Vishal.
sir.
Okay, okay. Yes, Vishal, I am going to share the list also in your group. From that, you have to choose a one. Just a second. No, Vishal, actually session is right now. Yes, right now we are about to end the session. Okay. Let me just show you the PDF for the final project. Then we will wrap this session. Just provide me 2 minutes. Yes, Manali, I will talk about this with the team. Okay, don't worry. I will let you know about this, what you can do for this. Now, let me just share the project list with you also. Just a second. Let me do that. Okay, guys, is my screen visible? I hope it is. So this is the week 4 project list. Okay, like there are SQL and NoSQL. So you have to create these projects. Like you can select it from here, like budget tracker, personal finance app, stock portfolio tracker, and many more over there up to 30. Okay, pollution data logger, leave application portal. So you have to create this project. Okay, for the upcoming week. And guys, try to create it in a good way so that also you can share it in your GitHub and LinkedIn account. Okay. Just a second. Okay. So like this, you can do that up to the database which we have covered. You can use that. If someone is going to use MongoDB, then it will be good because we are going to cover that also. But you can also take help from tutorials that how you are going to implement the concept over here in this project. Okay. So that we can be ready with the project over there. Okay. That's great. Good. So I will share that in the respective groups. Don't worry about that. In after the session, I am going to share it with you guys. So that's it for today's session. If there is no doubt, guys, then you can just leave the session. And if there is any doubt, then let me know about that. We are going to resolve that also.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Okay, thank you, everyone. Okay, any doubt, guys? Ruksa and Manali.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. Then you can also leave the session. Thank you so much.
Okay, sir.